This is me, Spoon Beast.
Okay, everybody, what's up? This is E3 2012 coverage via Spoon Beast. I think I do it once every year. I think the only year I missed was 2010, and it was kind of a shitty year anyway. Maybe I did do something on it. But yes, the light is back. I finally found a way to get it working. It kind of gives an orangey tinge to my face. But at least, like, I'm not super dark, and like half my face goes dark because of the crappy lighting of this room and the crappy lighting of my webcam in general that needs to be supported by a little desk light. I finally got it to work. Yay for fixing the lighting, and I guess yay for making me look like I have some weird orange spray tan at the same time. Anyway, we're going to start off right on with what I was most impressed with about E3, and that was PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Nathan Drake. I knew it. I knew going into E3 that he would be one of two characters unveiled for the roster. One of two new ones that they would show. Seen it coming. I predicted that in my first video talking about that game when it was first announced as being official. And I talked about it in my E3 preview video last week about how Nathan Drake would be confirmed by E3. What I got wrong was the second character. Now, I thought for sure that the two characters that they were going to show at E3 were going to be Nathan Drake and Sackboy, respectively. I was totally wrong on the second character. I would have never even predicted this character or seen this coming a million miles away. Never would have guessed it. Never would have even thought that this is possible. But fucking Big Daddy. Yeah. You know, the big submerged guy with a big glowing weird ass diver's helmet and the drill arm. He's got like that little girl by him. He's from BioShock. Yeah, that big badass motherfucker's gonna be a playable character in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. If somebody told me that and I hadn't seen it for myself, I would have never believed them. Like, that I did not see coming whatsoever. That shows, like, you know, that 2K Games, I think, are the developers behind BioShock. That shows that they gave, you know, Santa Monica and Superbot the permission to use this in the PlayStation game. That just shows how strong the third-party support is that Sony has for their PlayStation. I mean, if fucking Big Daddy can get in here, then there's absolutely no reason why Sora shouldn't be able to get in this game. Really, I mean, Square Enix and Sony PlayStation have been tight third-party pairings for a really long time now, dating all the way back to both Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. If Big Daddy can get in here, then so can Sora, and that's all I have to say about that. But if they are to throw in a Square Enix character, which they probably will, or one will show up, it's probably going to be either Cloud or Sephiroth. Oh well, but it should be Sora. God damn it. I mean, if Big Daddy can get in, then so can a Square Enix character, Sora. Anyway, so that was big news. I'm disappointed as fuck that we have not seen Sackboy yet. I mean, there's a little Big Planet theme stage. You already got Kratos and Nathan Drake in there, who are easily as recognizable with the PlayStation 3 as Sackboy is. We know Sackboy is going to be in the game. God, why is it taking so long to announce that he's going to be a fighter in this game? I want to see him in action. I want to see it confirmed. It bothers the fuck out of me that we haven't seen him yet. But we will. And when I get it, I'll be playing as Sackboy. But god damn it, I wanted to see him confirmed. And then I watched the Nintendo conference today. And if you're wondering what I thought about the Microsoft or the rest of the Sony conferences, fuck it. Don't care about any of it. I know all of you probably don't really care about any of it. I guess Resident Evil's pretty cool. You know, they got another Halo coming out. My cousin's pumped for Star Wars 1313. Meh. But what we were all wondering is just my thoughts on the Nintendo press conference that just finished this afternoon. I have nothing really to say about it. I mean, Pikmin 3 was about probably the coolest thing that kicked off the thing. That kicked off the show. That was it. You know, the really cool looking graphics. Definitely looks like a lot of fun. And, they've been developing Pikmin 3 since 2008. I made a video when it was first announced at a press conference, the fact that they were going to be making it. So it's been in development for, 4 years now. Looks to be a launch title because on the ground area there you can play it. It's going to be playable for the people who have, all that E3 access. So that it looks really cool. I mean, what else am I supposed to say? It works with the console. The game looks fun. It's Pikmin 3. The first Pikmin were great. This one looks to be better than both of them. I'm excited for it. But, we knew that this would be coming 4 years ago. I mean, this is when it was first announced, and Pikmin 3's coming. So it's not like it's all that shocking, but the game does look like a lot of fun, and it looks to be a launch title, which is good for the Wii U's sake. And then they announced the new Super Mario Bros. U, another side-scrolling new Super Mario Bros. Game for a Nintendo console. Can we please get something new? I mean, every console's had its equivalent of 64 Sunshine and Galaxy since they went to three-dimensional graphics. What's the new take on Mario this time? We know New Super Mario Bros. We've seen it since the first DS. We get it. It's been on Wii. Now it's going to be on Wii U. What's going to be the new Mario? Do we have to wait till next year to find that out? Anyway, it looks cool. I guess you could do more stuff than a New Super Mario Bros. Wii. New Super Mario Bros. U. Yes, stuff we've seen before. Then, of course, the 3DS is getting New Super Mario Bros. 2. And, Paper Mario Sticker Star, some sequel to Paper Mario, which is cool. I missed a lot of the 3DS announcements because I've been babysitting this past little bit. My baby brother and I had to go downstairs and change his diaper, and that took a really long time, and I missed a lot of the important 3DS stuff. I guess Animal Crossing is going to be a game on there, too. And besides that, they just listed a whole bunch of, third-party support. This is pretty good for Nintendo. I mean, the Wii U looks like it's got really solid third-party support. They're pumping the shit out of Batman Arkham City Wii U version. But I was surprised when, Mass Effect 3 is going to be coming out on Wii U. That's pretty fucking big. That's that was just on Xbox and PlayStation mostly. And now it's coming to Nintendo. That's kind of a big deal for a lot of gamers. You got Ninja Gaiden 3, Assassin's Creed. I believe Assassin's Creed 3 is also coming out on the Wii U. So, a lot of third-party support, which is good. That is very good for Nintendo. Keeps things competitive because with, the Wii itself and the GameCube had fuck all third-party support. This console really looks like it's going to mean something with third-party support, and that is good for gamers everywhere. I'm a Nintendo fan to the end, and it's good to see that these companies are now going to side with them because, Nintendo knows how to make a lot of money. So, yeah. They also showed the Wii Fit U. Get it? Wii Fit U? Which, I don't really care about. I didn't have... we have the Wii Fit here, but, I didn't buy it, and it's not mine. I really don't care about Wii Fit U. Or the regular Wii Fit, for that matter. Everybody watched this Nintendo press conference, and I know a lot of you did for one reason and one reason only, and we didn't get that. We were hoping for maybe the title of the game flashed on screen once. We were hoping for maybe some concept art or the tiniest little teaser trailer of animation, and we got nothing of it for Smash Brothers. We know fuck all still about that game. This is the time you show that kind of stuff, even if it's just concept art, even if it's just what you're gonna call the game, like drawing up a title graphic. I mean, even Grand Theft Auto 5 did that, and they had a little teaser to go with it. It's been in development since February, or they've been making it since February. I'm sure they could have put together a title or a 2-minute teaser animation for a trailer. Something to at least tide us over for 1 year like the Brawl trailer did. But we got nothing. And I think that's when, everything kind of fell flat. They showed Nintendo Land, which looks pretty interesting. It's like, you got Zelda, a Luigi's Mansion-esque game, and what else was there that they showed in that? And then some mysterious castle game. It's like you go through a little park and you choose two different little mini games to do. It looks pretty cool. It looks alright. I mean, for that to be their final big showing of the press conference, I think that made things kind of fall flat. Everybody was just really, really hoping that we'd see something Smash Brothers from Nintendo, and we didn't. And with Pikmin 3 opening and being the best thing about the fucking press conference, it just fell flat in my opinion. Really, the best thing that delivered about this whole thing was PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, showing 2 new characters but not revealing too much more of their roster. So now we know 8 characters that are going to be in that game, and the interesting thing about that is what PlayStation All-Stars is going to have over Smash Brothers is third-party characters. I mean, Sony is going to be able to get probably... I think the roster is going to be a lot bigger now because, you see, with Smash Brothers, Nintendo has enough different, very creative series where they have a lot of different creative characters and they mesh them all into Smash Brothers and they all kind of work that way. And they don't need to rely on, really too much. Third party isn't really their thing. They dabbled in it with Brawl because, Kojima wanted Snake in it and everybody under the sun wanted Sonic in it. So they put in 2 third-party characters, and then the rest of the roster is just your standard old Nintendo characters. At PlayStation, they don't really have all that many, games like that, where it's totally PlayStation. Like, you got God of War, you got Twisted Metal, Little Big Planet, Uncharted, some of the big dogs currently, and then beyond that, what do you have? Whereas, Sony and their third-party support look to be really tight on this game, and I think, Big Daddy is just one of a few big, I didn't see that coming, third-party characters added to the mix. I thought really there wasn't going to be all that much third party and they were going to stick to, PlayStation's first and second parties, and then we'd get obscure older characters like, let's say like a Tomba or something like that. But now I'm thinking that this game, it's going to have its competitive edge over Smash Bros. Because of how many third party characters Sony is going to scrape up to get into this game. And, Big Daddy from fucking BioShock. And I for whatever reason, I picture BioShock more with the Xbox than I do the PlayStation, and he's going to be in this game. And then there's a big tidal wave coming in terms of how big this roster might be. I underthought it. Like, when I first seen, the unveiling of the game, I thought, there's no way they're going to get over, 15 characters. I think even that's asking too much for PlayStation All-Stars. Well, they're upping it up a notch. They're grabbing people from third party too. And it might be more than just 2 or 3. I mean, there could be a lot. Again, still waiting for Sackboy. What the fuck? Why wasn't he involved in PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale's E3 event? Fucking just debut him already. Hopefully, which their website, which is running now, will slowly reveal characters over time. Just completely rip off the dojo entirely, and I can give thoughts on each character that's announced for this game. Because, Smash Brothers gave us nothing. We're not going to know nothing for probably another year. And by E3 2013, it's probably just going to be a teaser trailer anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, that's my thoughts on E3 2012. Sony delivered the most with their PlayStation fighting game. You probably all expected me to say that anyway. And Nintendo's, other than Pikmin 3 really exciting me, everything else just kind of fell flat. Nintendo Land looks pretty cool. It's alright. So, that's my overall thoughts. That's my coverage on this year's E3. Hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I'll see you around when more gaming news hits the surface. Peace.